speaker, Dr. Shahab sir. Dr. Shahab has received his PhD from Aligarh Muslim University. He is likely the champion at the Institution Innovation Council in Jamia Hamdard, and he had some really advanced training from Ministry of Education AICTE. He is the author of book on security and published more than 50 research articles and book chapters in a journal and repute from leading publishers. He has served as reviewer and leading scientific journal like the Innovation Cell. So please now give a now please give a warm welcome to Dr. Shahab sir. Published more than 50 research articles and book chapters in a journal and repute from leading publishers. He has served as reviewer and leading scientific journal like the Innovation Cell. So please now give a now please give a warm welcome to Dr. Shahab sir. Published more than 50 research articles and book chapters in a journal and repute from leading publishers.
Shahab sir, we are not able to hear you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for this introduction. I believe now I'm audible, right?
Yes, now you are audible.
Okay, fine. There was some echo from the host, that introduction. This is why I was waiting for that. Okay, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity at Baba Ghulam Shah Badshah University. I am indebted to Dr. Naseem, Dr. Gulfam for this invitation. And Alhamdulillah, I have a long connection with the Baba Ghulam Shah from the last 7, 8 years. So it's my pleasure to have another session here with you, this esteemed team. So am I able to share a screen, Dr. Naseem? Am I?
You are co-host. You can share your screen, no problem.
Thank you for this. Thank you. Okay, I believe the slides in the presentation mode is visual to everyone.
Yeah, we can see your slides, sir.
Okay, thank you. So the chat GPT in academia, this is what I am going to discuss with this esteemed team today with this in this FDP from the Baba Ghulam Shah Badshah University, the ethical issues, challenges, and opportunities. So we start with the definitions of chat GPT, but before that, I would like to show you what the outlines in the presentation I have. I would like to have some introduction of ChatGPT and how they have emerged, their emergence, growth, and the impact of the ChatGPT in academia and industry and in the social life, and how the academia has been changed with the ChatGPT. What are the different roles that we have in academia, especially in scientific writing, especially research article writing for review articles, or it can be a bibliometric review, or it can be a systematic review, or it can be an empirical paper as well. And before that, I would like to introduce some AI tools, artificial intelligence driven tool, with the help of which we can perform these things, and how they can be compared with the ChatGPT abilities basically, and the different potential issues we have, and what are the different opportunities with the help of ChatGPT we can gain. So the small introduction of ChatGPT, everyone knows that ChatGPT basically it's the generative pre-trained transformer. It's a deep learning model, and the transformer architecture has been used for this, and it is a part of basically generative AI, generative artificial intelligence. And generative AI usually refers to the AI system that can generate new content or data that is original in and not directly copied from the existing sources. That is the new generations, the content generation from the existing. So it's a new. This is why we don't get flag when we generate some text from the ChatGPT as well. It's a large language model. We know that large language models are the AI models which are trained on vast amount of text data to learn the pattern. We understand this. This is what a large language model is, and it is very synchronized with the patterns that we people have, the human language have. Initially, when ChatGPT was introduced, in the first 5 days, it got the 1 million users. In the next couple of months, they got the 100 million users for ChatGPT. So this is the growth of the ChatGPT in terms of users. Now, when we would like to find the ChatGPT reputation in academia, this is a screenshot from the Scopus page. When we search, in fact, I did it today just before the presentation. So this could be the latest data. So when we search the Scopus with the ChatGPT or Chat-GPT or Chat Space GPT, because in practice, any of these are being used by the authors. It can be without a space, it can be with hyphen, whatever. So if we find out the articles which is published using the ChatGPT as a key term in title or in abstract or in keywords, we will find a huge number of articles. And recently, I fortunately got published a paper in Annals in Biomedical Engineering, where this graph I have shown. And when we started in the 3rd of the February, only 2 articles was there with the help of ChatGPT. I mean, with this key term in the database, and very slow moving, and with the time it gone so fast that it got an exponential growth in the ChatGPT. And in the first week of August, it was 1092 articles, 1092. Today I searched itself, it is about 2000 articles. I mean, in 1 month, it has gone 1000 articles published on the topic of ChatGPT. So this is the exponential growth that we can easily observe in academia using the term ChatGPT. It is not by the use of ChatGPT. It is, what I mean is the use of ChatGPT as a subject. The appearance of ChatGPT in the title or in abstract or in keyword. That is, the paper are written oriented towards the ChatGPT usage, applications, concepts, technique, whatever. So this is the growth in the academia. In the companies, there are a lot of companies which are using ChatGPT. A list of companies are available. For your reference, there's a Brain and Company, Khan Academy, Morgan Stanley, Duolingo, Snapchat, Salesforce. A lot of the different companies are available which are using ChatGPT as an official tool for their work. You can find this in this source, Times of India. It's the news basically from the Times of India. So they are the big companies which are using ChatGPT as an official tool for their work. See, initially I started how it is, it affects the academia. When we find this is a diagram we usually used to draw from the WAS Viewer, a software, AI-driven software that gives the bibliometric analysis of the data, how they are being performed. So when we start doing this with the help of bibliometric analysis tool, it can be any tool that is that are meant for the bibliometric data investigation. So there are different key terms that is being used using the ChatGPT. These are the area of research which has been used ChatGPT itself as a topic. So artificial intelligence, NLP, natural language processing, natural languages, artificial intelligence tools, collaboration, ethics, publishing, authorship, delivery of healthcare. These are the different keywords which are being used parallel with the ChatGPT in the research. And not only this, to emphasize whether the medicine part and the medical part are being used or not. So we can see the red marked arrows are here. So there's the biomedical engineering, internal medicine, medical research, medical society, medical history, patient care, it's the biomedical research. So there are a lot of medical part as well, medicine parts or the life science part or the patient care part or the healthcare part, which are being published now with the help of ChatGPT. This is the basically taxonomy of ChatGPT that is being published. It's a complete taxonomy. It's been published in a research paper recently. So what is the publication trend on the ChatGPT? Either it is a prediction, or it is a review, or it is an assessment. What the authors are publishing in academia using ChatGPT term, this is what I am trying to convey. What is the common model that is being published on the ChatGPT in research papers? So it is either prediction or review or assessment. So what they do predict? They predict the research trends, they predict the impact on journals, they predict the public health, they predict the disease outcome, they predict the impact on environment, the academia, the scientific, the economic, the writing. These are the aspects where they are predicting using the ChatGPT. What could be the future? What could be after these days? What could be the potential avenues like this? And the impact on education system. This is what users are trying to predict using ChatGPT. They ask the question, they find the prediction, they publish it. Or either they publish some review articles, they study the ChatGPT articles and they find the review and they publish the review. Or they find the assessment. What the assessment is, they give some task to ChatGPT prompt, some question, and they assess the answers and the reply from the ChatGPT, whether it is true or false, or whether it is ethically correct or not, or whether it has some biases or not, whether it can be an algorithm, it can be a region, it can be a language. What they try to assess that aspect, whether it is cyber security, whether it is authorship credit, whether it is research, because recently we all have seen that one of the journal, as one I don't remember the name of the journal basically, but it is somewhere in the elsewhere, I guess. The first author was a man, a researcher from any country, and the second author was ChatGPT, and they have credited ChatGPT as an author. There's a lot of debate in the academic community regarding this, how this can be possible. So there's some ethical concerns, what to do and how to formulate this, because they are taking the help from the ChatGPT. If they don't give the authorship, so this is not justified. If they give the authorship, so if there is any wrong message, if there is any wrong content within the text, so whether the ChatGPT will be responsible or the OpenAI will be responsible, who is going to take those responses? So there are the concerns. So the authors are trying to assess these concerns and they are publishing these assessment in the research papers. So this is a very common trend that we use that we find in the research papers that has been published on the ChatGPT keyword. There are some potential issues and the ethical concerns. Just switch on to the position. What are the different issues that are being encountered in this? We start with the ethical concerns. There is a very reputed journal in management and in information technology. The journal name is International Journal of Information Management. If I'm right, it's a very good journal. 22 impact factor is there. So yeah, I just found a very recent article in this, the ethical part of the ChatGPT. So they have identified different issues of the ChatGPT. It can be social justice and rights. It can be individual needs, it can be culture and identity, it can be environmental impact, it can be anything. And these issues are associated with the ChatGPT prompt and the use of the ChatGPT. From the environmental point of view, what are the sustainability aspects, how we can save the environment or the environmental harm can be done in contrary to the save. It's the anti approach basically. How to handle the pollution and the waste. So they are the issues. With the help of ChatGPT, if we perform this part of study, the help, the tool, so who will be responsible? If there is something against the environmental eco maintenance or the eco-friendly things, then who will be going to take the responses? And if there is something wrong coming out of the ChatGPT prompt, then how to solve this? In a very similar way, the social justice can be taken. There's a harm to society because you can try to ask anything from the ChatGPT. In general, if you use some a tough language or some abusive language, they won't reply you. They just deny this. But sometimes you can change the prompt. There are the techniques available. They are the published techniques basically, by using which you can ask anything with the help of on these tools. Not only ChatGPT, it can be Microsoft Bing. It can be Google Bard, it can be anything, it can be GPT-4. You can tune your prompt, your questions, your queries, and you can ask anything, and they can reply you anything depending upon the questions you have framed, the language selections, the selections of the keywords. So on that case, it can harm the society. For an example, suppose there is a children of 8 years old or 10 years old, and they want to know how to harm our parents because they are not going to accept every of my demand. So they will ask this thing in a different chat. They won't say, I want to ask this to harm my parents, but they can ask the question that my friend is going to harm their parents because their parent is not obeying them. How can I save? If I know the ways how they can harm, I will learn and I will try to save them. This is how they can change the problem. The same thing in a different way. So these are the ethical issues, one of the major issues that are concerned with the ChatGPT prompts and the responses. But all these responses and the questions and the queries that should be under some guidelines. So they are the European guidelines that they have instructed that we should assess the ethics in terms of these factors: impact on society, impact on human psychology, impact on the financial system, impact on the legal system, impact on the environment and the planet, and impact on the trust. These are the different aspects on which we should assess the ethical concerns of any artificial intelligence tool. Impact on the society, it means it can be the labor market, inequality, privacy, human rights and dignity, bias. It can be regarding the democracy. It can be regarding the relationships of personhood for human psychology. It can be on the legal system, any criminal law or anything that relates to that criminal law. It can be on the environment and the planet, use of natural resources. It can be pollution and waste, energy concerns. It can be different AI ways that could help the planet, or impact on the trust as well. So why should we trust this? Why is the reason? Or how we can get the level of trustness within this AI tool? Or what are the fairness part? Where it is fair? Why it is not biased? What are the transparency aspects? Whether it is accountability or is there, who is going to be accountable if any mistakes are done? So they are the different parameter on the basis of which these are to be assessed. Recently, in one of our paper, how trustworthy is ChatGPT, we have tried to assess the bibliometric analysis of the ChatGPT, how the ChatGPT can perform the bibliometric performance. I would like to introduce a bibliometric tool. However, it is not the part of the ChatGPT, but is an artificial intelligence tool. And I think it would be very useful for the user to understand before we proceed further in the discussion. Let me share my screen with that tool. Okay, is this tool available? Is visual to everyone? Is this my one of the tool is visual on my screen, Dr. Naseem, Adiba?
It is not visible.
I don't know what the screen, what you people can see in my screen. Is there any tool? Is the create thing that you can see the create here in my arrow, this cursor?
It's still your presentation showing.
Okay.
I think you will have to share entire screen for that.
Okay. I'm sharing my screen basically, but okay, I guess I have to share the new screen, I think. Okay, now.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you. See, this is WASFever basically. This is one of the AI tool that we use for bibliometric analysis. Since I am going to discuss and describe how different issues are being generated using ChatGPT in academia and in research paper writing, so I found this very worthy to just have a very short description and details how we can use the WASFever. And since it is a faculty development program, so I thought there should be some practical implementation of any tool. So this could be, I guess, very worthy for those who are not well aware or those who would like to know more in this area. So we start WASFever software. It's just the initial screen. When we got the WASFever, you just open the WASFever and just click here create. Okay. Once you create that, you submit the create button, or you click the create button, we will find these options. So we are concerned on bibliographic data. So we just select this and we will proceed next. Then there are the different options, 3 different options. So we have, if you have any database, the CSV file from any available database like Dimension or PubMed or Web of Science or Scopus, you should select this one. So I'm going to select this one as our, I have an Scopus database for one of my query. Now we go next. So you have to find where is your data set. So if you have Web of Science, then you can go here. If you have Scopus, then you should select your Scopus. If I don't have Web of Science data set with me, I have Scopus data. So you can select from this, you can browse and you can find the where is the software where your data is. So here is my data. So I have just uploaded the CSV file. This CSV file is the Scopus CSV file that when we search something in the Scopus database, we can, they give the result. We can download and export that CSV file. This is the same CSV file. And this CSV file is related to some MCDM bibliometric analysis data, but the search was, the search query on the Scopus was multi-criteria decision making and bibliometric analysis and so on. So when we go next, so there are the options. We have different options. They will give you the different options, what you are going to analyze, what is the basis of your analysis. So whether it is co-authorship, whether it is co-occurrence, whether it is a citation, whether it is bibliographic coupling, whether it is co-citation, what you are trying to achieve. I have a slide there and I will show inshallah what different metrics are. In single slide, I will try to illustrate what the different metrics are. But I'm just trying to show how we can do this. Suppose we would like to say the co-occurrence. Suppose we would like to know how the co-occurrence is. Or let's take the co-authorship itself. How the co-authorship, that is how a paper is written with the same author. The same articles with a group of authors, the co-authorship, how they are being distributed among the authors on this particular topic. So go the next, and they are the different criteria. So if we assign minimum number of documents of an author 5 for finding out the co-authorship, that is in the topic concerned, each author should at least contributed 5 research paper on the topic. If we put this criteria, so see here, out of 677 authors, only 4 meet the threshold. So we have to relax the threshold. So what we do, we go for we minimize the threshold value so that we can improve. Still, there's no much improvement. So we minimize again, then we minimize again. So we put this 2, because if we put this 1, so the all will come. So at least there should be 2 articles on the topic by 1 author. If it is the case that that author will be included in our assessment. This is what the meaning of this. We go next. So this is the criteria. Number of authors to be selected is 79. We go next. And this is the list of the authors. This is important. This is what I have to show. This is for this particular table. I have given the complete description. See, they are the authors and the list, how many documents they have published and how many citations they have and what are the total link strength. You can save this by just right click this and export selected author, and it will be copied. You can just paste this into a text file, and then you can you can save this as a text file as well. If you go, it will be saved as a text file as well. You can just save as a text file, and that text file, the content of the text file, you can copy and paste to the Excel sheet, and that will be in a tabular form, the similar form. So this is a table that they show these are the different author, there are different documents, and there are different citations. Okay, now we finished it. They say they don't have 79 items connected, so they are not able to show the 79 authors diagram. So there are some ambiguity in the diagram, so they want something different. So we say, okay, we want to show. So these are the authors diagram they are showing, the connected authors. They are connected authors. This is one of the diagram. So this is one author, this is another author. They show how they are related, how much paper they have. You see here, when I put here my screen, so they have shown how many articles they have. See here. So they are the authorship diagram. In a very similar way, we can also make another diagram. We leave this diagram because the diagram does not seem very good. So we would like to have different diagram. Let's say we are trying to find co-occurrence. And co-occurrence, I mean, it means that different keywords are occurring in a research paper. the different keywords occurring in a research paper. How many different keywords are occurring in a research paper? They are just trying to identify this. So we have all keywords, or we have author keywords, or we have index keywords. Suppose we consider all keywords, then we go next, and we put the minimum number of keywords that should be that should occur in number of papers, in terms of number of research papers. If a keyword, like suppose multi-criteria decision making, if this multi-criteria decision making is appearing in more than 4 articles, then that keyword will be considered. Am I clear in my conversation? Is it fine? Am I is it clear? What does it mean? It means
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. It means that it should occur at least in 4 different research papers. So if we put this, we have 228 different research papers in which these are going to meet. So we say, okay, this is fine, and this is fine. We go next. Again, same, the similar type of table we have. We can see here decision making and waste management. There are different keywords. Their number of occurrence. This is what we can again save this if we want. This is very useful table. I will share you one experience with you. This is very interesting. This is the bibliometric review paper. I'm trying to tell you, this is how we can write. In the academy, and I met a lot of people, they say that this is a waste of time and it doesn't have any significance. Recently, I met a data scientist in a corporate office in industry. He is a director in a very a leading IT company of data scientists. That they perform data science related tasks. And he says me, when I asked him, hey, what do you do with the bibliographic data? He says, this is one of the fantastic things that I can never tell you. Our company got a call from a German company, which is a chemical based company, but they used to produce paint and different kind of things, chemical company. And they ask us, and they say they want Scopus analysis of some different topics of their company's material, whatever material they use, the product they use, they want some analysis of scholarly database of that. So they say, you are a chemical company, why do you need the data scientist, and why do you need the Scopus database for that? They say, leave it to us and you do what we are asking for you. So they tried to identify what are the different keywords that are being used recently. What are the different keywords in our area that are being used recently? I am showing you. What does that mean? See here. When we finish this, we have different types of diagrams. Okay. We have different types of diagrams. See here. It is network visualization. This is the network visualization of the different keywords. See here, for decision making. So how many different time decision making are appearing with a different keyword? It is multi-criteria decision making. It is you can increase the size of diagram if you want to see in the larger aspect. What are the waste management, multi-criteria? So this is basically the topic of multi-criteria decision making in waste management. This is why it is appearing these types of keywords. So you just put it over here in the normal view. You just reduce this size. Okay. Okay. See here. Now we also can have overlay visualization. This is the important. The example that people was giving me, data scientists, regarding the Germany company, they were referring to this diagram. See here, it is from 2014 to 2020, which articles, which keywords are being used. What does it mean? The yellow colored keywords are used recently. See here, multi-criteria decision making, it is GIS, it is geographical information system, it is human, it is something integrated approach, and different types of things. It is something yellow in here. Okay, what does it mean? This is the recent area where this research has been taken. So what did people do, the Germany company? They tried to identify the companies which are performing the job in this particular area. There are the 5 different companies, the small companies, and they want to upstake their share in this field in half of the Germany. They want to grow their share 30% more. And what they did, there was a big company. They just bought all the 5 small companies. They negotiated and they have a deal and they just bought all the companies. Now they have the market share and they put their money and the brain and they just improve the company. So this is how bibliometric is very, very important. It's a very important concept that can change and then that can introduce the revolution in the academic industry, if I am right. Fine. So this is how a bibliometric analysis is done. Okay. So this is just an illustration how the bibliometric analysis can be done. So we can do this bibliometric analysis. Okay. Now, back to the slides, the main thing that we were about to discuss. Let me share again. Okay. So again, I believe my slides are visual to everyone.
Yes, sir, we can see your slides.
Thank you. So no, this is what I was discussing. Now, this article that we were discussing when we before going to the WAS viewer page, how trustworthy is being asked. Okay, so trustworthy are checked with the help of different metrics. So when we okay, see here, I will show this table first, and then I will come back to this diagram, please. So see, when we ask ChatGPT regarding a table, it's a comparison of responses from ChatGPT on queries related to bibliometric queries and actual article data. So we ask references from ChatGPT. So what they do, they produce fake references that does not actually exist. It's a fake generated. I mean, they will give the name. Suppose they will give the name Dr. Mohammad Naseem, and they'll give any article name. Suppose it is ChatGPT, and they will produce any journal name. So they just predict the name from their corpus, and there is no real existence of the references. So they produce the fake references. Actually, they do not have. So actual article have some obvious references. When we ask ChatGPT what are the number of studies on this topic, they say it is 246, but it was 1284. When we say what are the leading authors, they gave us name, but there is no author who are working in our field. When we originally check this, the authors are very different. We ask what are the leading countries, they give the India, USA, and Iran, but it is India, China, and USA. We ask them, give me top 20 avenues where it is being published, but they don't have the same thing, they have a different thing. So this is how we identify that ChatGPT is having some very serious issue in publication. This is a very highlighted diagram for the WAS viewer illustration that we just discussed. There are different metrics: bibliographic coupling, co-cited sources, co-cited authors, co-cited articles. See here, please just a view. This is the citing article. This one and this one is a citing article. I mean, I have written a paper. I have references. So all the paper inside my references are the cited article, and my article is citing article. So in the very same scenario, these are the citing articles and these are the cited articles. Now, if two articles are having the similar references are very same. See here, the same references. If this is the case, the articles, two different articles having very similar references, we say this as bibliographic coupling. See here the red color diagram arrow. This means bibliographic coupling. No, every article has author, every article has references, and every article is published in a particular journal. Suppose the topic is multimodal information fusion. It is a title. It is a research paper, but it is published in, suppose, Information Fusion Journal. So Information Fusion is a journal, and that is an article. Every article has authors, every article has references, different authors and different references. So when one article is citing different types of article, that is, these articles are in their references list that you can see A1, A2, and A3. These research articles are called, we have indicated in pink color, are called co-cited articles. In the very same way, the journal where these articles are published, they are termed as co-cited sources or co-cited journals. And the authors who have authored these articles, the author of these articles, they are called co-cited authors. These are the some terms that we use in the bibliometric data. Now, there's another paper that we have got just published in King's House. This is the research review article on ChatGPT, and we have identified the different genre where we have done excellence in different criteria. In no any related existing article, review article on ChatGPT, they consider every component, every attribute like ChatGPT background, bibliometric analysis, research questions, fine tuning, and we just tried, see here the red arrow, we just tried to have all the component in our review article. And in this review article, we have tried to identify the major issues of ChatGPT and what are the potential solutions for that. And we have identified it inherent and usage related. For example, issue, it is hallucination. It creates new data information which does not exist. This is what hallucination is. So ChatGPT is basically hallucinated, and they are the potential solutions that we can improve the algorithm. They are the references that they have done. In a very similar way, they are the biased content which are negative or which are inclined towards some particular people or area or region that ChatGPT produce. They are the misinformation as well, generating factually incorrect information. This is the misinformation. So these are the different issues in the ChatGPT. One of the issues that recently a author, they have collected a total of 50 research abstracts by selecting 10 abstracts from 5 prestigious medical journals with high impact factors. They use ChatGPT to generate research abstracts by providing titles and journal names as prompts. To evaluate the quality and authenticity of the abstract, they employed an AI output detector, a flag detector, and involved human reviewers who were unaware of the origin of the abstract. These reviewers determined whether the abstracts were original or generated. And they find a lot of abstracts are generated by the AI tool. So see how they are just manipulating the real data with the help of AI tool. Now let's move on to the opportunities and challenges. Dr. Nasim, I have time. I can take 10 minutes more.
Understand what you are saying?
I have time. I can take 10 minutes more. No issue.
Yeah, you can continue.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is a common trend. I'm just talking about the opportunities. What I mean with the opportunities, how every person involved in this FDP, I wish when we finish the FDP, everyone will be able to write a research paper on ChatGPT, and when we finish, they start writing. And when we go to the sleep before today, they just publish this, they just submit this. This is very possible. Believe me, I will tell you the very shortcut, but that will be very confidential, just only for the FDP people. How we can write a very short article using ChatGPT on ChatGPT by ourselves, and we can submit it to the higher journal. I will let you know. See this diagram. This is the conversation, okay, with the ChatGPT. This is the common trend which is in ChatGPT research. You have different topic selections. It can be medicine, it can be social science, it can be computer science, it can be engineering, it can be arts and humanities, and it can be anything. It can be environment, it can be life sciences, it can be anything. We just have conversation with the ChatGPT, and we just interpret the data, and we just either future predict or we can assessment. That we have shown in the architecture in the earlier diagram, if you remember. So it is this kind of the job. Just try to identify an area, ask the question, interpret it, either have some future prediction or you just have some future assessment. And this is how you can publish n number of papers. I am showing you. See here. When we search, this is the today's data, the latest data we have in Scopus. When we search today, these are the authors who have published more paper on ChatGPT title. See this author, Kilibayu A, and we need, I don't remember, I cannot pronounce this, a very tough name. It's some African or Korean name, by the way. They have published 33 articles. Believe me, I searched this man 15 days before. On that day, they have published 16 articles. No, they have 33. I mean, they are publishing one paper daily. One paper daily. It's very strange. No, and in different areas. See the area where they are publishing: medicine, social science, computer science, engineering. And you know what they are publishing? They are publishing this. See here. Later. They are publishing later. 349 letters on ChatGPT. And what this letter is, it's a short article, one-page article. It is basically correspondence, that we can say, correspondence. What they do, they just take the published article and they just try to respond the article in terms of ChatGPT, in terms of anything. Suppose how the ChatGPT can affect this particular domain. I mean, it can be anything. It can be anything. I don't have that screenshot in this PPT. I can okay. When I finish this PPT, I will show you my email. There are a lot of acceptance I have got in the similar kind of letters. So you suppose there is an article in a very reputed journal in medicine, and they have identified the surgery techniques and how they are performing with the patient. What you can say, you just study that paper and identify how ChatGPT can be influential in this. What ChatGPT can do in this? You just write a response to that paper to the editor. You say later to the editor, or you can say correspondence, and you just write to the editor, okay, please make this. I am writing in response to this article, and they have done very good job. And with the help of ChatGPT, this can also be further enhanced. And how can that be enhanced? Write down in 200 words only. Believe me, 200 words, and that letters are being accepted. This is how they have published all this paper. So this is the first opportunity that we can have with the ChatGPT. We can publish as much as possible in the SCI journals and the Scopus journal as well. One thing. The second thing, we can improve the ChatGPT model. We can try to improve this, and so that we can have the different aspect which is not being taken in the ChatGPT yet. They are not. There is no human emotions in ChatGPT. They don't incorporate feedback. So we can do this job. We can increase the size and diversity in the training data. We can fine tune with the AI language model. We can take the human input and feedback, and then we can incorporate the human emotions to that. And that will obviously improve the ChatGPT performance. Again, we can also do some more things. The existing AI models are there. What we can do, we can try to fine tune the specific domain. We can try to have the continuous train and update system. We can try to incorporate personalized prompts, and we can also try to increase personalized user experiences through various sources. And it will, what they do, they will be more effective recommendation, increased domain expertise. There will be enhanced user satisfaction. There will be more user engagement. If we provide minutes of cultural and regional diversity to the ChatGPT, there will be user engagement. With the help of all these opportunities and on the phenomena, we can have personalized AI model. Because ChatGPT is not personalized. You know, you do the prompt. They don't know what you are doing. You just, there's some explicit kind of thing. So we can try to train in a way that it can have implicit personalized recommendation for we people. We can try to use the multimodal as well. We can try to audio, video, and the human computer interactions and the images all together, and we can put those as an input. This is being done. This is there. The OpenAI is in a phase of doing all this as well. This is something that we can use to find out the trustworthiness of ChatGPT, how to generate the trustworthiness component that the people, the common man can trust on the ChatGPT. So we can try to have some computing techniques. If we can try to have some upgraded technological advancement, we can perform some quality control. We can do the feedback and reporting. We can produce the accountability. We can produce the transparency. We can produce the explainable. Why we are doing this? Why we are the same answer? I am asking a question. I am asking a question, and you are asking the same question. The answers are different. Why there is a difference? If there is explanation for this, this is what we say as explainable AI, the explainable concept. So this will improve the trust component inside the ChatGPT in we people. We can try to find out some reliability factor. We can try to identify the reproducibility factors. We can also try to have some ethical decision making and human-centered designs for this. So these are some different components and the options with the help of which we can try to improve the trust component within this. So this is how I would like to conclude my this discussion, because today is valedictory. I come to know they are the guests and they have some time limitation as well. So what I conclude I would like to conclude by this, that ChatGPT have a lot of limitations, but still it is improving. And with the help of ChatGPT, we can perform a lot of good things in research paper, in project designing. I would like to add one more thing. Probably I missed in the article in the PPT. See, don't use the ChatGPT for your empirical paper, for your empirical writing. What you can do if you want to write an empirical paper, you can just find out any machine learning model, any deep learning model, find out the data set and area. Suppose we are trying to identify whether the news is fake or not, fake news detection. So you just try to do this with the help of machine learning or the deep learning, and then you do it with the ChatGPT. The same thing, repeat with the ChatGPT. You provide 100 news manually and ask whether it is fake or not, and record the answer and compare with the machine learning model and compare with the deep learning model, and you have a very good comparison with the ChatGPT large language model and the existing deep learning state of the art deep learning model and machine learning model. In this way, you can perform very good empirical paper, very high impact papers, very genuine papers. So, but you don't need to write the papers as a whole with the help of ChatGPT. What you can do, you can structure the paper with the help of ChatGPT. Okay, what should be the component, title, subtitle? This is what ChatGPT can give you in a very best way. And then just work your own and put the content accordingly, and that will be a very great paper. So these are the different parts. And one more thing for conversational capabilities improvement, to improve the conversational capabilities, personalization and multimodal design and trustworthiness, we can try to explore the different aspects as I illustrated in the different diagram. And we can also explore some different domains like how we can produce fairness and how we can use explainability. And this is how we can try to improve the ChatGPT, and we can try to address the concerns and ethics of ChatGPT in industry or in academia. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your consideration, and for bearing with me for last 45 minutes. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Any questions, please? Welcome.
So suppose, can I?
Yes, please. Sure.
Yeah. So my question is, say for example, I wanted to know what is a particular trend in a particular research area. Say for example, 2023, I wanted to know, say, on network security, what are the new words or new areas coming up? So can we search this Scopus database using WAS viewer? But I was trying to do this, but it is again showing me old keywords. So if I am interested in knowing new key words in this area,
Yes,
how
exactly. Exactly, you can do this. This is a very good question, because because this is the basic or the technical background behind the bibliometric data. If you go for the Scopus data set and you search is today, if you search today's Scopus data set, you find the complete keywords. So you go back to the process I told you with the help of WAS viewer. There are the different tool as well. There are the site space as well. There is the bibliometrics as well. So biblioshiny as well. So you go the WAS viewer, you just try to this, and when you go for the co-occurrence, please select the type co-occurrence, go for the words, all keywords, and go for the network visualizations, and you put the date from the till date today in that graph. So you will find some yellow colored disk. So that will the current paper. If the keyword is same, it means the same thing are being used today. This is what does it mean. If you don't find any new keyword, it does mean that they have not defined any keyword in abstract, keyword and title. It can be in the article itself. It is possible within the article, I mean introduction, background, conclusion. They have not identified the keyword. But if it is in abstract, if it is in title, or if it is provided keyword, they surely will give you the keyword, I guess.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you for question. Yes, the questions are welcome. I love to hear from you, because it is online. I'm not sure who is listening to me. Okay, Dr. Nasim, I am not sure if there is any more question.
Yeah, if there is any question, please ask. Dr. Shahab is with us. Please ask any question if there is any. Adina?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable time and your knowledge you shared with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Adina, our new speaker have already joined. Please introduce him.
Yes, sir. Just a second.
Good evening, everyone. I am Hanifa Aslam, and I'm honored to introduce our third speaker of this event, Professor Dr. Jafar Ali Ibrahim. Has completed his Bachelor's of Technology in Information Technology from Syed Amal Engineering College, affiliated to Anna University, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India, and Master's of Technology degree in Computer System and Network from Educational Research Institute, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India, and Doctor of Philosophy as a full-time research fellow in Information and Communication Engineering from Anna University, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. He possessed nearly 7 years of industrial experience, both administrative and technical prescriptions in the field of IT security, biometric deployment, IT administration, network security, web services and security, service-oriented architecture, environment, etc. Also, he possessed 6 years of research and teaching experience in health application, genetic data analysis, computational and machine intelligence, and IoT-enabled recommendatory system. He has presented his paper at many reputed international conferences and published many journal articles. His research interests include cloud computing, clinical research, medical informatics, the Internet of Things, intelligent system development, machine learning, big data and data mining. He published nearly 100 national and international patents and holds 38 patent grants in his name. His services as a reviewer, editor, board member, technical committee member, and advisor in many international conferences and journals. He is consultant in some IT industries from Malaysia and the UK. He is an active member of the Academic Council, Board of Studies, Board of Research, and Governing Council for various reputed institutions in India and abroad. Also, he is a reviewer of some reputed international journals and ACM conferences. He is a lifetime member of various reputable and autonomous technical bodies from different countries. Dr. Jafar Ali Ibrahim established himself in education and used his skills and experience to help students progress in their career. He possesses strong communication, interpersonal and managing skills. He is more interested in learning new things and new technology. He is capable of working under pressure and independently to meet deadlines with minimum supervision. A diplomat who can act emotionally committed to the corporate development and learning experience, are self-motivated, able to design challenging, prosperous, innovative activities that address students' diverse interests and needs. He is in development-based organization where he works with honesty, commitment, and hard work. Specializing in making students, especially rural students, specialize in high-quality engineering, technical education, and intellectual research, and playing a key role in the educational and economic development of the country as a distinguished citizen of India. So this he has added prior to his university, made it a huge success, craved a need in higher education, and is on a journey toward the greatest goal. Now, I want a warm welcome to Dr. With all respect and love, give a warm welcome to Dr. Jafar Ali Ibrahim, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Hanifa. Very good evening to one and all present here. It's my great pleasure and great honor to work with the Baba Ghulam Shah Basha University, Rajouri, Jammu and Kashmir. In this August gathering, I convey my sincere thanks and sincere gratitude to the management, Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Deans, Directors, Head of the departments and professors for giving an opportunity to deliver a keynote in this wonderful faculty development program on cybersecurity in the era of artificial intelligence. We'll share the screen now.
Yes, sir. Please continue.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. We can see your screen.
Yeah. So today I'm going to deliver a speech on artificial intelligence enabled mission vision of societal applications development. Before entering into the topic, first of all, we need to know that what is the societal applications, how we can be develop the societal applications, and what should be the benefits to the society. See, nowadays, after the G20 sustainable development goals and all our commitments to the G20 nations of the government of India, now we need to develop, we need to build a very big sustainability towards the common peoples there, to building their capabilities and building their knowledge towards the societal development. So in this case, we need to find the problem statement from the day-to-day life of the common people. For the problem statement, from our technological enhancements and our knowledge capacity and capability, we have to build a solution which is catering the day-to-day affairs of the common peoples with very high level of sustainability. This is what now we hands together with the international and overseas partners like G20 and United Nations countries. So to build a societal applications, how? There is some techniques or there is a strategy to be followed to build a societal application. First of all, identifying the right resources in our places. For example, if you take an example of Jammu and Kashmir, there is a lot of resources in Jammu and Kashmir and around places like spices, even nuts, and many other. So we can see the people, agricultural people, even some very artisans, what they are facing their day-to-day life to develop their lifestyle. So based on that, we can identify their problem statements using our technologies like artificial intelligence or machine vision or even machine learning, deep learning, cognitive. So much things are there nowadays, even IoT. Based on our technology, we can handle the problem statements and develop some products to cater to their services. Now, what is machine vision? Let us think that machine vision is the ability of computer to see, and it employs one or more video cameras, analog to digital converters, and digital signal processors. It resulting, the data goes to a computer or a robot controller. It's similar in the complexity of voice recognition. Sometimes it conflicted with computer vision, but machine vision and computer vision both are different. The technology is often integrated with artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning to accelerate image processing. So machine vision uses the latest artificial intelligence techniques to give an industrial equipment the ability to see and analyze the task in smart manufacturing, and quality control and work safety. So what is machine vision? Simply, machine vision technology gives an industrial equipment or industrial capability to see what it's doing and make a rapid decisions based on what it sees. The most common use of machine visions are visual inspection and defect detection, and positioning and measuring the parts, and identifying and sorting the tracking products. Is one of the founding technology of an industrial automation. It has helped to improve the product quality, the speed production, and optimize manufacturing and logistics for a coming entire production cycle. This proven technology is now merging with artificial intelligence and leading the transition from Industry 4.0 to Industry 6.0. It's a primary component of an industrial automation to explore a diagrammatic representation to learn how the machine vision system work with the transforming to the reality. So the classic machine vision system, we could see before AI and machine learning, the computer can begin using specific algorithm to process the images to recognize the special or a peculiar features. Using some classical machine vision technology, we can detect an object and detect an edges of the object for positioning a particular part or finding some color differences to indicate the defect. But in the the modern thing, lot of technological transformation has been happened. And the classical machine vision has had a huge impact on machine manufacturing. Machines don't get tired, so they can spot defects faster and more reliable than human eyes. Plus, machines aren't bound by the limit of human vision. Some specialized machine vision cameras can use for the thermal imaging to detect the anomalies and X-rays to spot some microscopic flaws and metal particles. The rise of artificial intelligence and deep learning inferences in the decision-making process of an industry. The industry has transformed to industrial machine vision. It increasingly powerful edge computing embedded under IoT devices, the network age, and beyond, plus a growing universe of deep learning models for an artificial intelligence. It is radically expanding what machine vision can do and what are the capabilities, how we can do transformation, how the transformations to be for the smart factories and industry 6.4 standards. How does the machine vision work? Machine vision uses the cameras to capture visual information from the surrounding environment. Then they process the images using a combination of hardware and software and prepare the information for use in various applications. Even some specialized optics to acquire images. So these approaches let certain image characteristics to be processed and analyzed and measured. For example, a machine vision application as a part of manufacturing system can use to analyze certain characteristics of part being manufactured in an assembly line. It could determine if the part meets quality criteria. If not, it disposes the part. See the image in a production line, how a traditional machine vision will be working. The object can be passed through the conveyor. There is some fixed camera will be there along with the lenses. So the camera will capture through the illumination of the lens. The image can be stored in the image process library. A separate software called a machine vision application software which is match the captured image with the existing library image process. So whatever we capture from the conveyor of the robotic system, automatic system, it captures the product image, transform to the process to make some prescriptive descriptive analysis with a extreme number of quantifications. The software can be identified. Is there any defects during the production? If it satisfies all the norms, all the quality policies, then it passes the product to the next level. If not, the product can be cut off and it disposed from the production site, or else it can be sent to the production for remanufacturing or redesign or whatever the defects will be. Depending upon the defects, it can be take the decision. So simply we can put the machine vision technology in industrial equipment the ability to see what it is doing and make rapid decisions based on what it sees. The most common use of machine vision are visual inspection, defect detection, positioning and measuring spots, identifying and sorting and tracking the products. It's one of the founding technologies of the industry automation. It has helped improve product quality, speed production, and optimize the manufacturing and logistics for a decade. So now this proven technology is merging with artificial intelligence and leading a transition to the industry 4.0, 5.0, 6.0 standards. Components of our machines. So machine vision systems. It's typically composed of 5 elements or components. So these components are common and may be seen in other systems. However, when these components work together by playing their distinct roles, they create a vision system capable of some sophisticated functions. So lighting and machine vision system. Lighting is very important in the machine vision system. A full or partial bright field, a dark field, a backlighting, a diffuse zone, axial diffuse, and flat diffuse. So these are the main lighting and machine vision system. So based on the lighting, if lighting is failed, the entire system will be failure because of improper lighting may cause to the entire system to take the wrong decision. Then machine vision lenses. What is source? Let us see in a very deeper dimension. The lens captures the image and relays it to the image sensor inside the camera in the form of light. Most lenses are equipped with color recognition capability. The lens of machine vision camera can be an interchangeable lens, a C mount or a CS mount or a fixed lens. So the lens is characterized by the following some of properties like field of view, depth of field, depth of focus, and aperture. The next component of a machine vision system, an image sensor inside the machine vision camera, which is converts light captured by the lens into a digital image, typically a chargeable device or a complementary metal oxide semiconductor, CMOS conductor technology, to translate photons into an electrical signal. The output of image sensor is digital image composed of pixels that show the presence of light in the area that lens has been observed. The vision processing unit, this is the very heart of the machine vision system. So the vision processing unit of a machine vision system uses algorithms to analyze the digital image produced by the sensor. The vision processing involves a series of steps performed externally by a computer or internally by a standalone machine vision system processor. First, the digital image is extracted from the image sensor and is relayed to the computer. The next is communication module. How the communication, what its duties and then responsibilities. Communication system, it passes the decision very quickly by the decision processing unit to specific mission elements. Once the mission elements have received the information or a signal, the machine element will intervene and control the process-based output of the vision processing unit. So this mechanism will be accomplished by some discrete I/O signals or a data communication by a serial connection in the form of RS-232 or RDS. Some examples, some typical mission examples. A line scan camera, which is capturing the pixels line by line. A 3D scan camera, which is capturing the product image in a three-dimensional model with entire cross-sectional views. A area scan camera, which is capturing all the pixels in a book, for example. If the product is passing through a conveyor belt, the camera will be, it locate the view when the thing will be passed. The camera will be view the entire area or a specified area the production produced product. There is the area scan camera. Now the recent thing is hydrospectral camera, yes, hydrospectral imaging system. So this is a very advanced system which is focusing on optics, having very advanced grading techniques and advanced lenses. 4 optic lenses will be used here. So this hydrospectral imaging camera will be used in pharmaceutical industry in a mission application, even food production mission application, construction materials, even medical imaging. Not only this, also wherever we need very precision, very precise image outcome, which is used for taking the decisions based on AI initiation. So those areas we use hydrospectral imaging process. What are the functions will be happening? Mission systems which can be provide and innovate and quick solutions by some automating tasks which is commonly performed in the industrial process. What are the process? Let us see one by one. Presence inspection, binary processing, block analysis, practical positioning, mission identification. Presence inspection, what it is? It means that whenever the inspection, whenever the product is passing into the line, the camera will capture the presence scenario of the product. That is one dimension. Another dimension, the cross-sectional view of the developed product. For example, when cake has been manufactured, the cake will be passing into the conveyor line. The cake should be a certain structure. The inside the cake, it might be the flour and be spread in an equal manner. Even the taste or aroma should be spread in an equal manner. Like certain rules have been defined by the manufacturer. So using how the presence inspections happen. camera, while cake has been passing into the conveyor line, the camera, machine vision camera will capture different angle, top view, bottom view, cross sectional views, everything. And the next process, whatever the captured image, that will be, we have to transform the binary system a grayscale. So from the binary or grayscale image, we do some blob analysis. This leads to a very accurate, very precise identification of quality process. So, with practical positioning, then machine vision identification. Either all things are with our templated or patterned process. If it is, it pass it to the next level for the quality checking or pass it to the production line. Then the robotic arm packaging will be happening. Some of the machine vision applications. Nowadays, in the industrial process, industrial machine vision is the backbone of smart manufacturing, logistics, and operations. Even machine vision cameras embedded with IoT sensors and industrial PCs can bring the intelligence, analysis, inferencing, and making decisions very efficient to every manufacturing process steps. The benefits of machine vision in smart manufacturing process. It applied to manufacturing can improve product quality and overall system efficiency. Increasing the throughput of our manufacturing line to reduce the labor cost and freeing up our staff to focus on higher value work. For example, in the Audi car manufacturing unit, working with Intel and Nebbiolo technologies, integrating some predictive analytics and machine vision and machine learning algorithms into belt inspection. And it's a critical quality control process resulted in an increase in the number of belts analyzed per day. It reduced the labor cost in the factories and allowed Audi to shift to more proactive monitoring to avoid problems rather than merely reacting to them. So where we use, how we can be using machine vision systems in a real life. We can use electronic component analysis, optical character recognition, handwriting and signature recognition, object recognition. Example in an automotive industry, self-driving car, autonomous car, even locomotive process, etc. Then pattern recognition. Even our Aadhaar card, we use certain pattern recognition technique in the machine vision, using machine vision applications. Materials inspections and currency inspections and item counting. So these are the applications where we use our machine vision techniques in a very long way, long run. How machine vision is fit with AI? Now, next, machine vision in artificial intelligence. So, AI enablement of right away with no need of replacing existing hardware. So it acquired the production images. It's a common critical data type to benefiting particularly from artificial intelligence analytics, captured processing and management process. Thus, however, the present numerous challenges, making it complicated and assuming there is a very time consuming process to implement. A typical system comprises cameras connected to a frame grabber module, a host computer with images acquired online and processed by specific vision software. The processing and the management of the necessary massive amount captured data for machine learning, it requires some little visual processing unit or a graphical processing unit that integrated video solution on a new heterogeneous platform. This is a AI-enabled machine vision which empowers the real-time smart decision making for realization of artificial intelligence enabled Internet of. So this artificial intelligence augments rule-based machine vision with image-based analysis. When a computer or vision system which receives an image, the AI software compares that the image with the database consisting of both good and bad reference images and outputs a result. At a minimum, the result is pass or fail or okay or not okay, not good, but can scale in the complexity depending on the requirement. So this process of learning to recognize the patterns and infer from the annotated reference image, which allows the computer to differentiate between acceptable or unacceptable anomalies in the object under the inspection. Moreover, the machine vision solutions embedded with AI technology, which can use natural language processing to read and interpret the labels on the images. Either it may be compared to rule-based approaches, which requires some extensive programming and significant technical expertise. So this enables a wider base of users to take an advantage of artificial intelligence for factory automation. There is the two leading technologies within AI. One is edge learning and another one is deep learning. So it helps to further simplify automation of highly variable tasks, which solve the tasks that too complicated and time-consuming to program with rule-based algorithms. That's what nowadays the world ruled by the artificial intelligence. Now let us see some deeper dimension. What is edge learning? Edge learning is the subset of artificial intelligence which processing that takes place on a device or at the edge of where the data originates. Listen, where the data has been originated using a pre-trained set of algorithms. The technology is very simple to set up, and it requires a smaller image set and shorter training and validation period than the traditional deep learning based solution. That's what we go for the edge learning process. Now AI has a different scenario called edge learning process. Then deep learning. How it fits with AI and machine vision. So in the machine vision application, deep learning is capable of processing large detailed image sets. The deep learning is designed to automate complex or highly customized applications. The technology enables the user to analyze very vast image sets quickly and very efficiently to detect a subtle or a defect and deliver very accurate results to the decision maker. So AI is used in machine vision to expedite the decision-making process. AI can process a large number of images and data information that was very too difficult to gather for early days. For example, today we are using the AI with machine vision, but we don't know this is a machine vision application. Few examples I have given. Signature and character recognition require some nuance that AI can assist with. Excuse me, sorry. In manufacturing process, manufacturing strains, AI helps with object recognition and material inspection to enable machine vision system to understand acceptable variations in shape and texture of an object or a material. In quality assurance, an AI-enabled system can interpret acceptable anomalies rather than rejecting anything that doesn't rigidly fit on one specific. Some components. What are the components of machine vision? A unique four-layer component: lighting, which illuminates the scene of the object; camera, which provides a lens and a sensor to capture the digitalized image; processor, which consists of an industrial PC, the machine vision algorithm with middleware and AI for analytics and processing; then output unit, the RL's display unit, which uses data from the processor to derive robots or communicate information to other machines and software. It's a primary component of industrial automation. Machine vision is the primary component of industrial automation, which explores the components together to transform the operations. See the overall layout. Machine vision cameras, rugged cameras are captured image and video for the processing. So in the industrial PC, there are three types of things that process and analyze the images, integrate with the video analytics control system. One is machine vision algorithm, provide task-specific optimized model for an artificial intelligence. Machine vision middleware handles image processing analytics and time series analysis. Accelerator cards provide multiple power and performance for inference workload. Finally, the machine vision control based on the data decision. It synchronizes and direct cameras, robots, conveyors, robot guidance, and other equipment. Finally, the machine vision applications support user inferences, interface, analytics, defect detection, pattern mismatch detection, even object recognition, and integration with the other systems. So machine vision in robotics, if paired with AI and deep learning, expand the role of robots in performing the production line tasks such as picking, sorting, placing, and performing the manufacturing line scheme. It's a combination of technologies also enable robotics to operate in other environments like supermarkets, hospitals, and restaurants. So industrial machine vision is the backbone of smart manufacturing, logistics, and operations. Machine vision cameras, embedded IoT sensors, and industrial PCs can bring intelligence, analysis, and efficiency to every step of the manufacturing process. So the benefits of machine vision, which eliminate human error, lower cost, reducing downtime, increasing throughput, enhances the safety and security, identify the print defects. It takes the accurate measurements, detects the flaws, and locates the objects. So this is a typical machine vision system, the manufacturing line. So camera will capture the bottle, either its product is good or bad, the product quality is good or bad. In the vision system display, using the strobe, So field level inspection example in this, with the level of inspection in this example permit only two possible responses with this binary system. One is the system will be passed, the production is good, product is good. It fails if the product is bad. See that? The filled level. The bottle is filled, it will be passed in the line. If it is not full in the machine, it stop the product. It take it off and go further. So machine vision, some other typical applications are guidance identification, guardian inspection. We can call GI. So thanks for the opportunity to settle this FDP being as a part of Baba Ghulam Shah University, and I convey my sincere thanks to my friend Dr. Gulfam Ahmed, who is working with me in the last 1.5 years for various research work. Thanks for the opportunity once again. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Sahab. Thank you very much to spare some time with us and share the knowledgeable talk among the participants. Hopefully, all will be benefited from the talk on the, this is really AI-enabled machine vision of social application, because all are belong to the societies, and the number of applications are available with the social networks. So I request to the today's anchor, please wind up the session. I think that anchor is busy on another place. Thank you very much, sir, again. And inshallah, in future, while we organize any program in the physical mode, then I will invite you in the lush and green campus of Baba Ghulam Sabad University, which is located on the Pir Panjal range of Himalayan mountain, and very very good sceneries available over here. Inshallah, in future, I will call you, sir. Okay.
We'll see. Certainly, we'll come. We'll meet together. Thank you. Thank you.
क्या करता हूँ क्या करता हूँ क्या करता हूँ कोई टट्टी करती हूँ मैं क्या आया क्या आया क्या करती ना ये
अनम्यूट किया?
Honorable Vice Chancellor of Baba Ghulam Shah Basha University, Akbar Masood Sir, esteemed Registrar of Baba Ghulam Shah Basha University, Mohammad Ishaq Sir, respected Dr. Majid Bashir Malik Sir, Head of Department of Computer Science, and respected faculty members and participants of distinguished place and domains. Good evening to all of you. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Adina Khatun and I am 7th semester student of IMCA Computer Science Department. I am thrilled to be here today as a host of this valedictory session of 1 week faculty development program. As we reflect the past week activities, it would be helpful to have a summary of the program. This summary would not only serve as a valuable reference for all the resource persons, but will also help to reinforce the key learning outcomes. And for that, I would like to invite our leader of the Faculty Development Program, Dr. Gulfam Ahmed, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Baba Ghulam Shah Bacha University.
Thank you, Adina, for inviting me to present the summary report for the 1 week faculty development program on cyber security in the era of artificial intelligence. Respected Professor Akbar Masood, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Baba Ghulam Shah Bacha University, and Chief Patron of the program, Dr. Asghar Ali Shah, Associate Dean Academic Affairs, Baba Ghulam Shah Bacha University, and Patron of the program, Dr. Majid Basir Malik, Head Department of Computer Sciences, Baba Ghulam Shah Bacha University, and co-patron of the program. And dear participants, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to all of you. I, Dr. Gulfam Ahmed, of this and convener of this faculty development program, on behalf of the Department of Computer Sciences, Baba Ghulam Shah Bacha University, Rajouri, is going to present the report, summary report on 1 week faculty development program on cyber security in the era of artificial intelligence. This program is organized in hybrid mode. All the technical sessions was in online mode and were in online mode, and the valedictory and annual session were in offline mode. The idea came in my mind to organize the 1 week faculty development program on cyber security. I shared this idea to the esteemed head Department of Computer Sciences, Baba Ghulam Shah Bacha University, and he promptly called a meeting and discussed the topic and finalized the title of the faculty development program, and also appointed conveners and constituted the organizing committee. He also distributed the duties of each and every organizer. I got appointed to prepare the proposal. I prepared the proposal and submitted to the competent authority through proper channel. I am happy to say that the proposal approved by the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Baba Ghulam Shah Bacha University, Rajouri, J&K. After that, the advertisement process started by the organizing team. Department of Computer Sciences, Baba Ghulam Shah Bacha University, Rajouri, successfully conducted the 1 week faculty development program in the area of cyber security, in the era of artificial intelligence, in hybrid mode from September 18 to September 22, 2023. In this program, 119 participants have registered in this from the various locations of the countries, including the one participant from the USA also. The total of 15 eminent experts from various parts of India were invited to share their wisdom and vast experience on the topics. At the very first day in the inaugural session, the esteemed Registrar Mr. Mohammad Ishaq and Chief Proctor Dr. Parvez Alam were the chief guests on the occasion. The welcome address delivered by the Dr. Majid Basir Malik, Head Department of Computer Science, Baba Ghulam Sabad University. In the first technical session, an expert talk has been delivered on the topic application of blockchain in cyber security by Dr. Mansaf Alam, who is professor in the Department of Computer Science, Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. In the second session of the same day, an expert talk on digital devices cyber security perspective has been delivered by Dr. Gulfam Ahmed, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Sciences, Baba Ghulam Sabad University. And the expert talk and the third expert talk has been delivered on cyber security and preventive measure to deal with the cyber crimes by Dr. Ompal, University of Delhi, Delhi. In the second day, in the first session, an expert talk has been delivered on Cyber Security Act in India by Dr. Kiran Chaudhary, who is Associate Professor in the Shivaji College, University of Delhi, New Delhi. In the second session of the same day, an expert talk, Cyber Security and Forensic Analysis, has been delivered by Dr. Chandrasekhar Yadav, Scientist C, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. And in the third session, the expert talk is delivered on use of elliptic curve in public key cryptography by Dr. S.K. Hifzul Islam, Indian Institute of Information Technology, Kalyani, West Bengal. At the third day, in the first session, an expert talk has been delivered on the role of blockchain technology in banking sector by Dr. Rekha Gupta, who is professor in the Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management and Technology, New Delhi. In the second session of the same day, an expert talk on different applications on machine learning in cyber security has been delivered by Dr. Imran Khan, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Sciences, Harcourt Butler Technical University, Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. And the third session, the expert talk is delivered on natural language processing as cyber security concern by Dr. Adil Ahmed Lave, Department of Computer Sciences, Baba Ghulam Sabad University, J&K. At the fourth day, in the first session, an expert talk has been delivered on multimedia encryption techniques by Dr. Manoj Kumar Misra, who is Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Sciences, Banaras Hindu University, Banaras, Uttar Pradesh. In the second session of the same day, an expert talk on role of blockchain technology in digital era has been delivered by Dr. Khalil Ahmed, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Information Technology, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad, Telangana. And in the third session, the expert talk is delivered on the asymmetric key cryptography and its implementation in Python language by Dr. Faisal Anwar, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh, Uttar Pradesh. At the last day, in the first session, an expert talk has been delivered on the power of artificial intelligence in the cyber security, uses and implications by Dr. Sane Kazim Naqvi, who is Director, FTK Center for Information Technology, Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. In the second session of the same day, an expert talk on ChatGPT in the academic, ethical issues, challenges and opportunities has been delivered by Sahab Saqib Sohail, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi. And in the third session, the expert talk is delivered on AI-enabled machine vision for societal applications by Dr. S. Jafar A. Ibrahim, Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore, Tamil Nadu. And the overall faculty development program was fruitful, and all the participants enjoyed a lot and learned many more things and ideas from the resource persons. With these words, thank you very much. Thank you, Adina.
I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude for your dedication and efforts to deliver the details in overall faculty development program in minor. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We welcome feedbacks with open arms. If anybody wants to give a feedback, please most welcome. And in online mode also.
Should I, madam?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I am Dr. Manish Tiwari, Assistant Professor, College of Technology, Pantnagar, Uttarakhand. Basically, when I joined this FDP, I was a bit apprehensive whether I would be odd man out in the crowd because I am not from IT background. But the way this entire FDP program was designed, that was really fantastic. Very meticulously planned program was that, and particularly as far as I am concerned, it was worth attending it for me. And some topics like cyber security acts in India and security concern in banking, some cyber security act in India, and role of blockchain in banking technology, chat GPT, security concern in digital devices by Gulfam sir. All these topics were very informative. So I thank the entire team. I thank the Department of Computer Science for giving me opportunity to be a participant in this FDP. And I thank the entire organizing team also who are constantly updating me on the development during the sessions. So thanks again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, with a great pleasure and deep respect that I stand before you. Is there any other feedback?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Akbar Masood, Patron of the Program, Associate Dean Academic Affairs, Dr. A. Shah, Co-Patron, Dr. Majid Bashir Malik, Head Department of Computer Sciences, Convener of the Program, Dr. Gulfam Ahmed, learned participants from the sister concerned institutions. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to one and all. This is Kuratulan, serving as Assistant Professor at Government College for Women, Srinagar. I am one of the beneficiaries of this wonderful program organized by Baba Ghulam Shah Badshah University. At the very outset, I would like to congratulate the university, especially the Department of Computer Sciences, for organizing 1 week faculty development program on cybersecurity in the era of artificial intelligence. With the rapid and successful advancement of artificial intelligence in cybersecurity, it has become very important for the institutions of higher learning to conduct such workshops frequently so as to keep pace with the changing technology and transmit the same to the students. The program was very well designed and coordinated in a systematic manner. The program was highly informative and most of the vital contours of the topic were covered. It was great to hear from different experts belonging to various institutions who deliberated on diverse technologies related to the cybersecurity with AI as frame of reference, and interesting topics like cybersecurity in digital devices, blockchain technology, network security in digital devices, machine learning applications in cybersecurity, chat GPT in academia, were wonderfully delivered. By virtue of this program, we also got aware about various futuristic research trends in cybersecurity and AI. It was heartwarming to know that not only the faculty of the department, but also students participated in making this virtual program a real success, for which the team deserves kudos. I would like to add that these programs would benefit more if conducted in a physical mode, as the level of interaction and participation gets maximized. Lastly, I would like to thank the university and organizers to provide me a chance to share my scent on this wonderful program. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Is there any other feedback? Thank you so much. Now, with a great pleasure and deep respect that I stand before you today to introduce our distinguished individual who has played a vital role in shaping our academic excellence. Please enlighten us with the word of wisdom and extending a warm welcome to our Registrar of Baba Ghulam Shah Basha University, Mr. Muhammad Ishaq, sir.
Respected deans, heads, convener of this program, co-convener, and with special reference to the experts, the resource persons, the delegates, the students, and the faculty. I am very happy to learn that this department, computer science department, has organized this beautiful and valuable and knowledgeable program. And by virtue of this, most of the delegates might have been benefited. It would be more better if this program would have been conducted, organized physically. And however, even then it is very beautiful, very beneficial program. But better would be if some of the beneficiaries, the delegates would have been here. We would have been hearing them physically, sharing their experience. And on the day of inaugural session, we, except the resource persons, we all were empty hands. The resource persons had their ideas, their lectures, their experience, expertise, but we, general people, general public were empty hands. So today I understand and I hope that most of us, and with special reference to the delegates, they might have been benefited too much, and today their kitties might be full. However, most of them could not share their experience, but I understand that the diversity you have shared here, that from all over India and abroad also, some of the delegates participated in this program, and also the resource persons from all over the country, they have delivered their expert talks, their expert lectures, and shared their expertise with our delegates. I am thankful to them also. And I also aspire that it would be better that I would have also attended one of the lectures here, but neither you have asked me nor I could spare time. My observation, but I was on last day, means on the day of the inauguration. On that day, we only could aspire, but today we have in our mind whatever has been delivered by the resource persons. So you might have achieved something that cyber security. What type of measures you might have learned from your resource persons, that how it can be controlled, that facilities are there, but cyber attacks are also simultaneously there, how they can be reduced. I am hopeful that you might have taken the measures, learned the measures for reducing it. On the day of inauguration, I requested all of you that kindly do such type of arrangement so that the cyber attacks should be either eliminated. If it is impossible, then they should be minimized. So all those delegates who have been benefited from this program, I urge to them that to carry this knowledge with them and to separate this over the globe throughout the world. एक बार मैं एक प्रोग्राम में शामिल था, वहाँ पर जो है एक मुझे ये कहा गया कि जी आप कोई कहानी सुनाइए। तो मैंने उनको एक कहानी ये सुनाई कि एक साधु, एक फकीर आदमी, एक सूफी बुजुर्ग और एक उसका चेला फॉलो कहीं किसी एरिया में जा रहे थे। तो एक एरिया में गए, डिफरेंट जो गांव घूमते थे वो लोग, और एक गांव में गए तो उनकी जो है वो बहुत वहाँ की पब्लिक ने बहुत तकलीफ दी उनको, अजियत दी, और यहाँ तक के पानी तक नहीं दिया, पत्थर मारे, भगाया उनको। तो वो जब उस गांव से निकलने लगे तो उस वक्त जो है, इससे पहले की बात बता दूं, उसने ये कह रखा था सूफी संत ने अपने चेले को, फॉलोअर को, कि जो मैं काम करूंगा मुझे अपोज नहीं करना और मेरे से सवाल नहीं पूछना। तो उसने कहा ठीक है, मैं आपको फॉलो करता रहूंगा और सवाल नहीं पूछूंगा, आपको परेशान नहीं करूंगा। तो जब वो इतनी तकलीफ देखने के बाद उस गांव से निकले तो उस सूफी ने जो है वो दुआ की, क्या है ऊपर वाले, इन लोगों को बसते रस्ते रखना इस इलाके में और आबाद रखना है। अगर किसी को उसमें थोड़ी परेशानी आ रही होगी समझने में तो फिर वो एक और गांव में चले गए, जिस गांव में लोगों ने उनकी बहुत आवभगत की, खाना खिलाया, कई दिनों तक, महीनों तक वहाँ पर रहे। और रहने के बाद में ऐसा हुआ कि एक दिन उनका वहाँ से वापसी का प्रोग्राम बना, गांव छोड़ करके वापस जा रहे थे। तो वापस जाते हुए जब गांव से निकले तो उस सूफी ने वहाँ पर दुआ की कि है अल्लाह, इन लोगों को उजाड़ दे, जो इस गांव के लोग हैं। उजाड़ देने का मतलब ये होता है डिस्पर्स हो जाओ, अगर मतलब ये है कि इस गांव में लोग नहीं रहे, जहाँ कहीं आगे पीछे पूरी दुनिया में चले जाएं। तो फिर उसने, फॉलोअर ने ये कहा कि जी देखिए आप, मैंने चुप नहीं रह सकता, अब आप मुझे ये बताइए, आपने इतनी नाइंसाफ़ी की है कि वो लोग जिन्होंने हमें इतनी परेशान किया, पानी तक नहीं दिया और हमें पत्थर मारे भगाया, उनके लिए तो आपने दुआ की कि ये तो रस्ते बसते रहे इसी इलाके में और फूलते फलते रहे, और आपने इन लोगों के लिए तो बददुआ दे दी। तो फिर सूफी ने कहा कि देखें ऐसा है, मैंने आपको चुप रहने के लिए कहा था, आप नहीं रहे, तो मैं एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ। वो एक्सप्लेनेशन उसने ये बताई कि देखें, ये उन लोगों के लिए जो मैंने कहा कि वो एक जगह में सीमित रहें, बंद रहें, उनके लिए इसलिए कि वो बुरे लोग थे। बुराई एक जगह दबा ही दी जाए तो दैट इज बेटर। तो जो ये अच्छे लोग हैं, मेरा इनके लिए ये तासुर है कि ये पूरी दुनिया में फैल जाए तो अच्छा ही फैलाएं। तो मेरा वही मकसद है कि जिन लोगों ने ये पूरा प्रोग्राम सीखा है, पढ़ा है, सुना है, कंसीव किया है, इसको पूरी दुनिया में फैला दें। जितने जितने मेजर्स आपने इसके सीखे हैं, क्या टेक्निकल आपने सीखा है, वो सारे का सारा टेक्निकल पूरी वर्ल्ड में शेयर करें, ताकि ह्यूमन बीइंग की फलाह और बहबूद के लिए, भलाई के लिए कुछ अच्छा ही हो सके। तो इसके साथ ही मैं ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर की जो है आपको प्लेजर जो है वो कन्वे करता हूँ। ही हैज़ अप्रिशिएटेड दिस प्रोग्राम and congratulated the team who has organized this program, and he has also conveyed his hope that I should convey that such type of programs or any other type of academic program should be organized periodically, and not only this department only, all the departments of the university, they should organize. Huge amount of grants are there at national level. Different funding agencies are there. They are providing grant. To providing grant also comes under the work done, and what you are doing, what we are doing, it also comes under the work done. When you will give them the UC, this is your work done. When they will submit their UC to their higher ups, that will their work done. So all other departments should also, this is my request. And my concern has always remained there that from a GDH to higher ups, our goal is one, our product is one. So if our one goal and one product cannot be achieved, so it will not be in the interest of the university. So I appeal, I request to all that our product should be such that world says, world reserves, ask you that reserve this product for us. Such type of product should be produced that we receive the demand for that product. I mean our students. Our students should be such that everybody, every university should aspire कि काश हमारे students भी ऐसे होते. And there is no problem to create such type of students. I always say, because basically I am a university teacher, so I always say, if a stone can speak, teacher can teach that stone also. अगर पत्थर भी बोलता हो, उसको भी टीच किया जा सकता है, पढ़ाया जा सकता है. और आज के इस युग में अपाज बच्चे, कई प्रकार के अपाज होते हैं, उनको वो ज्यादा तेज होते हैं. कोई मुश्किल नहीं उनको जो है वो पढ़ाई में. जरूरी है कि हम उस लेवल तक उतर जाएं. मुझे कई बार ये सुनने को मिलता है, नहीं जी ये देखें जी ये तो बच्चे ही ऐसे हैं, इनकी तो स्कूलिंग अच्छी नहीं है, इनका तो बेस अच्छा नहीं है, और इसके लिए ये जो है वो कूप अप नहीं कर पाते. मेरा ये है कि बगैर बच्चे के, स्टूडेंट के सेंटीमेंट्स को हट किए हुए आप उस लेवल पर उतर जाइए. 11th का तो आता होगा, 11th के स्टैंडर्ड पर तो 12th का जो आपके पीजी में आ गया, एडमिशन ले ली, 12th के स्टैंडर्ड का तो आता होगा उसको, 11th का तो आता होगा. चले जाइए 11th में. आप अगर उसका 11th वाला कंसेप्ट क्लियर कर देंगे, 12th वाला, मुझे नहीं लगता कि उसको पीजी वाले पर खुद आने में कोई तकलीफ हो जाएगी. अरेबिक के कुछ टीचर होंगे, अगर मुश्किल होता है शुरू में बच्चे को सीखना, मगर एक जो पहला एक कायदा है, नूरानी कायदा जिसको कहते हैं, जब बच्चा उसके कवायद सीख लेता है, उसका तरीका सीख लेता है पढ़ने का, पूरा कुरान पढ़ लेता है खुद ही. तो मेरा ये है कि कुल मिला के इतनी बड़ी बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटीज, इतना बड़ा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, और इतने बड़ी फैकल्टी ऑल ओवर इंडिया एंड इवन abroad. The universities recruit the teachers from abroad also, just to raise the standard. तो जब मैं नजर डालता हूँ, हमारे इस वक्त जो है करीब 1200 के करीब जो है वो यूनिवर्सिटियां हैं, और हमारा योगदान जो है अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर, इंटरनेशनल लेवल, बैन अवी सतह पर, वो उतना इनकरेजिंग नहीं है जितना होना चाहिए। उसके लिए हमें बहुत मेहनत करने की जरूरत है। मैं यहाँ भाषण दे के चला जाऊं और प्रैक्टिकली कुछ नहीं करूं, दैट वर्क्स नथिंग। उसके लिए संकल्प लेना पड़ता है, एक मिशन के तहत जो है वो टीचिंग करनी पड़ती है, वैसे पढ़ाई करानी पड़ती है, तब जा करके। वो मिशन क्या है? एक एग्रीकल्चरल साइंटिस्ट है, वो अपना एक ट्रायल लगाता है, एक फसल लगाता है, और उस ट्रायल में चाहे वो वेटनरी का है, चाहे वो क्रॉप्स का है, एग्रीकल्चर का है, उस ट्रायल में वो दिन में कम से कम 4-5 बार उसकी रीडिंग लेता है। और वो एज ए कंपल्शन नहीं कि जी चलें जी ले लेंगे या किसी को भेजा ले लिया। अगर उसका पर्सनल अपने दिल से रिसर्च करने का है तो वो खुद ये सारी चीज़ें नोट करता है, सोइंग से लेकर के, जब इवन प्री सोइंग जो है, जो लैंड तैयार की जाती है, ये तो आम एक किसान जो है, हम लोग सारे बेसिकली किसान हैं, वो जानते हैं। तो उस प्री सोइंग से लेकर के हार्वेस्टिंग तक एक अच्छा किसान, एक अच्छा साइंटिस्ट अपने खेत में, अपने ट्रायल में जाता है, और रोज जितनी रीडिंग्स उसको लेनी चाहिए और कितनी रीडिंग्स जो है उसमें वेरिएशन क्या आती है, और वो वेरिएशन क्या इंडिकेट करती है, उसके ऊपर क्या क्या जो है वो रिजल्ट बनेंगे। और ये सारा कुछ करने के बाद में एक वैरायटी निकलती है। 5-6 साल की इस प्रक्रिया के बाद में एक वैरायटी जो है वो यूनिवर्सिटी देती है, एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी जो है वो एक वैरायटी देती है कि इस पर्टिकुलर एरिया के लिए ये वाली वैरायटी जो है ये फिट है। और उस वैरायटी को तैयार करने के लिए एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी के बहुत सारी जो डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं, वो सारे, सबका योगदान उसमें होता है, सबका योगदान। मीन्स पैथोलॉजी का है, ब्रीडिंग का है, सॉइल का है, इकोनॉमिक्स का है, जितनी भी स्ट्रीम्स हैं उन सब का एक योगदान है। और एक योगदान ये है, इकोनॉमिक्स उसमें एक सब्जेक्ट होता है, अगर इकोनॉमिकली वो वाली वैरायटी जो है वो वायबल नहीं है, दैट कैन नॉट बी रिकमेंडेड। बाकी सारे फैक्टर ठीक हैं उसके, इकोनॉमिकली दैट variety is not fit for that area, that cannot be recommended. इकोनॉमिकली क्या हुआ कि उसको पैदा करने के लिए आपको 10,000 रुपये लगते हैं, जब आउटपुट निकलती है उसकी तो उसकी कीमत होती है 8,000 रुपया या 5,000 रुपये। तो इसके लिए वही वैरायटी रिकमेंड की जाएगी जो कि प्रॉफिटेबल हो। सिमिलर इज द केस हर एक एरियाज में। आप डॉक्टर्स ले लेंगे, आप हॉस्पिटल में जाते हैं, जो अच्छे डॉक्टर्स होते हैं वो न केवल ट्रीटमेंट करते हैं, बीमारों का इलाज करते हैं, बल्कि वो रिसर्च भी करते हैं। रिसर्च क्या करते हैं, अपने पेशेंट्स को लेते हैं, उसमें रोज की और रोज के अंदर 1-1 घंटे, 2 घंटे, 4 घंटे के बाद की जो जो चेंजेस आती हैं, क्या क्या परिवर्तन आते हैं, ये वाली डोज दी तो क्या रिस्पांस आया, ये डोज दी तो क्या रिस्पांस आया, वो सारे रिस्पांसेस जो हैं, जो अच्छे डॉक्टर्स हैं उसको नोट करते हैं और फिर एक नतीजे पर पहुंचते हैं कि इस पेशेंट को जो है ये क्या रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहा है, नहीं कर रहा है। और पेशेंट अगर गालियां भी देता है तो भी डॉक्टर जो है वो हंस के उसका ट्रीटमेंट करता है, इलाज करता है। कई बार जो है वो इंजेक्शन लगाने के लिए जो है वो नर्स जाती है तो पेशेंट जो है वो भागता है और गालियां देता है कि नहीं ये तो मुझे जो है वो दर्द करने के लिए आ गई, इतनी कड़वी गोली जो है ये मुझे खिलाने के लिए आ गए। क्या कनैन एक गोली होती थी बुखार पर, मलेरिया के लिए जो है कनैन सबसे कड़वी गोली होती है। अगर लोग यही बोलते हैं कि अगर मलेरिया से छुटकारा पाना है तो कनैन खानी पड़ेगी, मतलब ये कि एक अच्छा काम करने के लिए कड़वे से कड़वा जो है वो आपको खाना पड़ेगा। तो मेरा कहने का यही था कि ऐसा प्रोडक्ट तैयार करें जिस प्रोडक्ट के लिए दुनिया तरसे और डिमांड करें इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर। तो इन्हीं अल्फाज के साथ जो है मैं आपका शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ कि आपने मुझे यहाँ सुनने की इतनी जो है वो हिम्मत जुटाई, मेरे साथ बियर किया आपने बैठने का कि जी मैं शायद इतना एकेडमिकली तो ना बोला हूँ, मगर ये है कि मैंने आपको इंगेज रखा और ये शुभकामनाएं दी हैं कि आपके जो डेलीगेट्स जो हैं इससे बेनिफिट जिनको मिला है वो उसको मल्टीप्लाई कर दें। मेरा कहने का जो मैंने कहानी सुनाई उस कहानी का यही उद्देश्य है कि वो उसको मल्टीप्लाई करें ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, तो उसी से बेनिफिट होगा। अदरवाइज ये है कि पर्सनल बेनिफिट के लिए तो लोग कर लेते हैं, बेनिफिट फॉर ऑल फॉर एवरीबॉडी, वो वही अच्छे इंसान होते हैं। तो आई एम थैंकफुल टू ऑल ऑफ यू दैट यू हैव given this opportunity to me for interaction with you, and I am with special reference to the resource persons, I am thankful to them that they have imparted the quality education to our delegates. And I also hope and request the resource person that they will also help us extend their cooperation in future also. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Your words really teach us today. As we draw near the formal vote of thanks for this remarkable event, it's my privilege to invite our co-leader of the Faculty Development Program, Dr. Naseem, Assistant Professor of Baba Ghulam Shah Badshah University, who has been an important part of our journey.
Thank you, Adina, for invitation. Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon to all of you. I acknowledge this as my present responsibility to extend a formal vote of thanks for this auspicious event. As we all know that phrases and statements are never enough to acknowledge the effort of anyone. But we are restricted in many ways in earlier days due to the restriction of COVID-19. Let me move to my duty entrusted to me, being the convener of this one-week faculty development program on cybersecurity in the era of AI. It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. So without consuming much of our time, I, Muhammad Naseem, on the behalf of Department of Computer Science, Baba Ghulam Shah Badshah University, express my sincere gratitude to our Chief Patron, Professor Akbar Masood Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Baba Ghulam Shah Badshah University. He always encouraged us for all kinds of academic and research activities. Sir, you are a source of inspiration for all of us. On the behalf of Department of Computer Science, I express my deep gratitude to you, sir. The patron of this faculty development program, Dr. Azkar Nisha, sir, he is a person with blended and long experience of research and academic profile. He is constant inspiration for all of us. So on the behalf of Department of Computer Science, I express my deep gratitude to sir. I also thanks to our registrar, Mr. Muhammad Ishaq sir, and our proctor sir, who already accepted our invitation in the inaugural as well as introductory session. We thanks to all of you, sir. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to our resource person in this FDP, Professor Mansaf Alam, who is professor in Department of Computer Science, Jamia Millia Islamia, for accepting our invitation and appealing inspiration on the topic application of blockchain in cybersecurity. Thank you so much, sir. I thank to Dr. Gulfam Ahmed, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Baba Ghulam Shah Pasha University, to deliver a talk on this FDP on the topic security concern in digital devices, a cyber security perspective. Thank you so much, sir. I may like to convey our sincere thanks to Dr. Om Pal, sir, Associate Professor, University of Delhi North Campus, for accepting our invitation and deliver a talk on cyber security and preventive measures to deal with cyber crime. Sir, you made it so simple and easy. It's really motivate for all of us. I also wish to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Kiran Chaudhary, Assistant Professor, Shivaji College, University of Delhi, who accepted our invitation and delivered a talk on Cyber Security Act in India. She is always a source of inspiration for all of us. Thank you so much, madam. Next, I would like to thank Dr. Chandrasekhar Yadav, sir, who is Scientist, Department of Computer Science and Technology, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, for accepting the invitation and deliver a talk on cyber security and forensic analysis. Thank you, sir. I also thanks to Dr. S.K. Hafizul Islam, who is Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Indian Institute of Information Technology, Kalyani, West Bengal, who has delivered a talk on blockchain technology. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I express my gratitude thanks to Professor Rekha Gupta, Head Department of Computer Science, LBS, Institute of Management and Technology, New Delhi, who accepted the invitation as a resource person and enlightened us on the topic, role of blockchain technology in banking sector. Thank you, madam. I also very grateful to Dr. Imran Ahmed, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, HDTI, Kanpur, who is accepted our invitation and delivered a talk on the topic, different application of machine learning in cybersecurity. Thank you so much, sir. I also thank to Dr. Adil Ahmed Lavi, Department of Computer Science, Baba Ghulam Shah Basha University, for accepting our invitation and joining us. He delivered an invited talk on natural language processing, a cybersecurity concern. Thank you, Lord, sir. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Manoj Kumar Misra, who is Assistant Professor in BHU Banaras. We are thankful to you, sir, for accepting our invitation and deliver a talk on multimedia encryption techniques in IoT. I also express my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Khalil Ahmed, who is Assistant Professor in Maulana Azad National Open University, Hyderabad, Telangana, who accepted the invitation as a resource person and enlightened on the topic, role of blockchain technology in digital era. Thank you so much, sir. I also grateful to Dr. Faisal Anwar, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Aligarh Muslim University, who accepted our invitation and delivered a talk on the topic, asymmetric key cryptography and its implementation in Python. Thank you so much, sir. I also thank to Dr. S.K. Naqvi, who is Officiating Director, FKT, Center of Information Technology, Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi, for accepting the invitation and joining us. He delivered a talk on the power of AI in cybersecurity used and in implication. I also extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Shahab Saqib Suhail, who is Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science in Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi. He has delivered a talk on the topic ChatGPT in academia, ethical issues, challenges, and applications. Sir, we are grateful your presence on this occasion. Thank you so much, sir. I also grateful to Dr. S. Zafar A. Ibrahim, who is Associate Professor in VIT Vellore, Tamil Nadu, who has accepted our invitation and delivered a talk on the topic AI-enabled machine vision for societal application. Thank you so much, sir. Finally, I would highly thankful to thank such disciplined and well-behaved participant as well as student. On behalf of Department of Computer Science, BJSB University, I thank all of your patience and entire faculty program. I also like to thank co-patron of this faculty program, Dr. Majid Bashir Malik, who is Head Department of Computer Science, Baba Ghulam Shah Basra University. He is an active and dynamic administrator, academician, and researcher. He always motivates us and inculcate positive energy to you, sir. Sir, we record our deep sense of appreciation and gratitude to you, sir, for your perfect logistic and department support. I also thank our senior faculty member of the department, Dr. Kamar Raees Khan, sir, and Dr. Sanjay Jambal, sir. Without their guidance, we could not succeed to organize such kind of faculty development program. I also extend my gratitude. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to Mr. Hanifa Aslam and Mr. Hanifa for Mr. Adina for her anchoring and generous cooperation in smooth flow of this FDP. Thank you, both of you. You have done a fantastic job. I also thank to Dr. Gulfam Ahmed, convener of this FDP, and all the organizing committee of this FDP, Dr. Kamar Reis Khan, Dr. Sanjay Jamwal, Dr. Adil Ahmed Lawi, Ms. Parveen Rana, and technical staff, Mr. Gurpreet Singh, Mr. Marhan Sahab, Mr. Khalil, Amil Khalik, Mr. Shakur for organizing and supporting the overall program and making this event a success. Well, ladies and gentlemen, an event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheel start rolling on week ago. It requires planning and coordination. There is always some silent worker who are working beyond the curtain. So we are also thankful to them. We hope to host all the respected guests and participants someday here in the last green and beautiful campus of BJP University, situated in the lap of Pir Punjab range. Please have a visit here, sir. Dear participants, you can visit in later on for FDP, for joining the FDP. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all of you. Have a nice evening ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now the time has come to the end of this knowledgeable 1 week faculty development program, and in future we shall come back with another enhanced program. Thank you so much to all the professors, participants, and everyone who have taken part in this faculty development program. Thank you so much.